What is the difference between historical facts and historical interpretations? And if you could give me an example.
Yeah. Um, Historical facts, I would say, is a primary source. It's as simple as maybe a primary source. A diary, a photograph, a recording, a speech. I think those are because there's been plenty of facts that we've seen in history. And then what was the second term that you said?
Is where I think we get a little muddled. Historical interpretations. Sometimes the interpretation might be correct, and sometimes it might be misinterpreted.
Yeah, and then I think historical interpretation is just, people looking at those primary sources or historical facts and then putting their own spin on it or sort of putting their own interpretation on it. I think both are very valuable. I think with historical fact, you get a little more. Uh, these are terms I tease in the question, but like descriptive level information, right? This is the who, what, when, where, why. And then with historical interpretation, I think you get a little more of the how does this impact people? How is this? How are we going to feel this with the cause and effect? How are we going to look at this in 15 to 20 years? How is it? Why did it happen in the first place?
That's a pretty good answer. I mean, I was asking maybe could you give me an example, but like I don't know, you could probably go back to World War II or Vietnam when we got into that. You know, maybe 20 years later, it's a different interpretation of that war.
For
For
sure.
sure.
I
I
think
think
even the
even the
way
way
that
that
like you
like you
look at
look at
the
the
public
public
perception of
perception of
Vietnam,
Vietnam, you
know,
know,
the
the
fact
fact
is
is
the
the
United
United
States
States
fought in
fought
this
in this
war
war.
for a reason, and then the analysis is, well, why are successful? Some answer might change. It might be one answer in 1980, answer in 2025.